conscience won't allow him to contest the presidential polls. Thanks leaders and the people of India for their support. Is PS Sangma now the NDA's best bet? Naveen Patnaik says he is still their candidate. Could the race throw up a dark horse now? The Janata Dal United says it still wants a consensus. Nitish Kumar indicates support for Pranab. The race to Rasina Hill is heating up now. Abdul Kalam has said that his conscience won't allow him to contest the polls, and now that leaves the NDA pondering on whether or not to support PA Sangma. Mamata Banerjee has just a while back had a meeting with her ministers, and they even say that they're ready to quit the UPA if they are forced to. They also say that they won't take no for an answer where Abdul Kalam is concerned. The political front is all abuzz today. I'll get you more on that. You're watching News Tonight with me, Deepthi. But before that, a quick look at our other stories for the day. TN Governor K. Rosaiah summoned before the Anti-Grafts Court in the alleged land scam case. 1,006 poor couples enter wedlock today as the Chief Minister hosts a mass wedding at Thiruvarkadu. French diplomat accused of raping his own daughter likely to be arrested soon. The RBI goes against expectations, leaves key rates unchanged due to inflation worries. Markets slide. Sports Minister Ajay Maken steps into the tennis Olympic selection. Says why not 2 teams instead of 1 after Bopanna refuses to partner Leander. News which just came in a while back. Mamata Banerjee's party says it is not going to take no for an answer. So while former President Abdul Kalam has said that he will not run for a second term, her party's leaders say that they plan to work on him. Meanwhile, on Facebook, Ms. Banerjee is running an aggressive campaign in favor of the nuclear scientist. Ms. Banerjee's focus on Mr. Kalam as a #1 choice has perched her on a slippery slope with the Congress, her partner in the Bengal and at the centre. This evening, Ms. Banerjee held a meeting of members of Parliament and the Bengal legislature. Senior ministers said that they have told her that they are ready to resign. 2 Kevats were a part of that offer, that the final call will be the leaders and that they do not want to exit the UPA, but will do so if the Congress wants.
It is confirmed now that Abdul Kalam ji has declined to contest, but still there are few days left. We will wait. And at the appropriate time, our leader Mamata Banerjee, in consultation with her party, what she normally does, will take an appropriate decision at the appropriate time. That's what the Trinamool Congress is going to do in future. Some news items are going to be telecast in a very motivated manner, in very ugly manner, where there is no iota of truth in it. That Trinamool Congress ministers, MPs, they have submitted their resignations to Mamata Banerjee. It is absolutely baseless, untrue, and we are of the opinion, and we want to make it very clear, that Congress party itself is not enough capable to run the government. It is Trinamool Congress as the second largest party of the parliamentary democratic system nowadays. We extend our support to the government, and for which government gets the majority. So far we have nothing to worry about. If the present government feels that Trinamool Congress is becoming burden to them, all the ministers on the same voice, mentally prepared to tender their resignations. We should not be given any such indirect threat.
Earlier in the day, former President APJ Abdul Kalam had refused to run for the president's post against the Finance Minister Pranab Mukherjee. He said that his conscience didn't allow him to contest. Apparently, he conveyed this to senior BJP leader LK Advani, who called him today morning before sending his emissary Sudhindra Kulkarni to meet the former president. Now that Dr. Kalam has decided against contesting, the BJP has to figure out whether it's worth it to rally around PS Sangma, the former speaker who is running against Mr. Mukherjee.
Former President Mr. Kalam is a very distinguished person. We have the highest respect for him. We hold him in esteem. If in his wisdom he has taken a decision, I think it obviously is the appropriate decision.
The BJP's headache may have doubled after Kalam opting out of the presidential race, but they are hopeful that they will arrive at some consensus after the discussions with all alliance partners.
जो भी निर्णय लेंगे राष्ट्रपति चुनाव के बारे में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी सिर्फ नहीं है मगर एनडीए के पक्ष में जो भी अलायंस पार्टनर्स है उन सब के साथ बातचीत होगी, उसके भी जो भी निर्णय तय होगा उसको हम आपके सामने बोलेंगे। वो डिस्कशन होना है, उसके ऊपर हम इतने स्पेकुलेशन करना इज ऑफ नो यूज।
Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar reportedly did not want to field a candidate against Mr. Mukherjee. At a press conference in Patna today, he said that the NDA will hold more discussions to decide its stand on the issue. Mr. Kumar's comments also suggested that he is still leaning towards Mr. Mukherjee. He praised him as a capable leader and said that ideally the president should be picked by consensus.
संबंधों का जहां तक प्रश्न है, संघवा साहब से भी कोई खराब संबंध थोड़ी, उनको समर्थन करना है। प्रणब बाबू की भी बहुत इज्जत करते, तो संबंध तो राजनीति में सबसे होता है, लेकिन जब कोई राजनीतिक दल निर्णय लेता है और एक गठबंधन के अंग है हम लोग, जब बातचीत चल रही है तो उस बातचीत के बाहर कोई राय देना ये कोई कहिए बहुत उचित बात नहीं मानी जाती है। आपको एक सिंपल बात है कि सर्वानुमति होना चाहिए राष्ट्रपति के चुनाव।
Describing Pranab Mukherjee as 100% fittest for the role of the president, Shipping Minister G.K. Vasan said that the opposition should support and unanimously elect him. Slamming the opposition for failing to select a contender for the post even after 48 hours, he said that the UPA would work towards ensuring that Mukherjee gets the top post. On to other news now. The Andhra Pradesh Anti-Corruption Bureau Court has issued summons to Tamil Nadu Governor K. Rosaiah in an alleged land allocation scam. It is alleged that Rosaiah, as Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister, gave away 9.3 acres of government land to private parties, flouting the norms. The court rejected ACB report giving a clean chit to the former Chief Minister. It has also asked him to be present before the court on August 2. In a mass wedding hosted by Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha, 1,006 poor couples got married today at Thiruvarkadu. The wedding was sponsored by the Hindu Religious and Cultural Endowment Department. Each couple was given a 4-gram gold Mangal Sutra, a silver ornament for the bride, wedding apparel and 21 utensils. Apparently, the state government had taken care of the travel accommodation and food for the couples and their families as well.
திருமண வயதை தாண்டியும் திருமணம் செய்ய முடியாமல் ஏழை எளிய பெண்கள் வாடிக்கொண்டிருப்பதை கருத்தில் கொண்டு ஏழை பெண்களுக்கு வழங்கப்பட்டு வரும் திருமண நிதி உதவி தொகையான 25,000 ரூபாயுடன் திருமாங்கல்யம் செய்ய 4 கிராம் தங்கம் வழங்க உத்தரவிட்டேன். பெண் கல்வியை ஊக்குவிக்கும் வகையில் பட்டம் அல்லது பட்டய படிப்பு படித்த பெண்களுக்கு திருமண உதவித்தொகையை 50,000 ரூபாயாக உயர்த்தி வழங்கியதோடு 4 கிராம் தங்கம் வழங்கவும் ஆணையிட்டேன்.
Smiling faces all the way. About 1,006 couples assembled here in Thiruvarkadu for their marriage solemnized by the Chief Minister. A massive shamiana has been erected on a 11-acre ground. In fact, the couples from various parts of the state were present. The transport and stay were taken care by the state government. About 21 varieties of wedding gifts were presented to each couple on the occasion. The Chief Minister arrived here at around 9:30 this morning, conveyed her best wishes to the couples. She narrated a short story and advised them to live in harmony. She asked them to face life with courage and succeed.
Union Minister for Fertilizers and Chemicals, M.K. Aragiri, finds himself in a soup as his petition to be relieved from the case over the alleged attack of an election officer has been dismissed in Melur Court. Last year, reportedly during the assembly elections, Aragiri had gone with his partymen to a temple in Melur and had allegedly assaulted a Tahsildar Kalimuthu who had tried to take pictures of Aragiri. Following this, the Tahsildar lodged a complaint against Aragiri and 21 of his partymen. The case came up for hearing before Judge Jaikumar today, who dismissed the petition saying that the accused cannot be relieved. The Tamil Nadu Bar Council representatives had met the Chief Minister today to put in a demand that the fund which is given to an advocate's family when he dies while in duty should be increased. Meeting her at the Secretariat today, they asked for the fund, which is currently at Rs 2 lakhs, to be increased to 5 lakhs. After the meet, Advocate Selvam, who is the head of the Bar Council, told that the Chief Minister had asserted them that she would consider the request.
இன்று தமிழ்நாடு பார் கவுன்சிலின் சார்பாக மாண்புமிகு முதல்வர்களை சந்தித்தோம். தற்பொழுது கொடுக்கப்பட்டுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற 2 லட்சத்தை 5 லட்சமாக சேமநல நிதி கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்று கேட்டுக்கொண்டோம். அன்போடும் கனிவோடும் எங்களுடைய கோரிக்கையை கேட்டு மாண்புமிகு தமிழக முதல்வர் அவர்கள் பரிசீலிப்பதாக சொல்லியிருக்கின்றார். அவருக்கு தமிழ்நாடு பார் கவுன்சில் சார்பாக மிக்க நன்றியை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றோம்.
We'll move to a short break now. More news and updates on the other side of the break. Stay with us.